Hey everyone, welcome back. Maybe it's my ADD, but I remembered something after I did the opening for one of these Selesnya event decks last week. And what prompted me to remember was that I had ordered a few more and they finally showed up. Not being sure how available they'd be. Obviously, they're not terribly hard to get. But they're $16, $17. They're definitely under 20 at this point. And I picked up 3 additional, and the reason I did was, first of all, there's the old corny Star Wars collector mantra that's you always have 3 of everything: one to open, one to save, and one to trade. And that's why I got a few extras. But the value in these, I think, is pretty good. Because for that under $20, you're getting a Godless Shrine, your Advent of the Worm, and then your deck, along with the deck box, your spin down counter, and insert. Which obviously is not a whole lot of value there, but I think it's completely worth it. I'm not, hawking any vendors here, but at the same time, if you can grab these while they're that cheap, go ahead. So that's my little piece about those guys. I'm going to do a proper video here on the Gatecrash Booster Battle Pack. I've done a quick video on my video test when I was initially setting up the channel. But I hadn't really gotten into much, so I just want to take a look at these and just report back to you guys, because they are cool. And if you can find these at a good price too, under $10, they're definitely worth it, because you get the 2 booster packs along with 2 semi-random guild packs. So in here, when you don't know what guild packs you get until you open them, in here we have, looks like either an Orzhov or something with white and something with blue. So when we open them up, we'll find out. Because there's no guild symbols on those 2 cards there, unless you're familiar with what cards is more prevalent in. Just peel right off, and you'll get a little bit of a background and a guide here in the back. I'll open that in a second. There's a second one here. Okay. So we've got general how to play here, it looks like. Yeah, and I've always been a critic of the fact that they don't come with rules books anymore, and I guess that's because the rules these days are pretty complicated for newer collectors, or newer players rather. But this just goes a little bit into how to play the game at a very rudimentary level. It doesn't give you a whole lot of information about the stack, how things resolve, but it does give you a good glossary here of terms, card types, attacking and blocking, and example of the combat down there in the bottom. It does give you information about spells and turn order. Turn order being very simple. I think I saw a write-up someone did of turn order. It was actually, 2-3 pages long of just the different miniature steps that are in a turn. Sorry about the background noise there, I'm not sure what that is. Then a Gatecrash right up here. This is probably just specific to the guilds in Gatecrash. We have your Orzhov, Demir, Gruul, Boros, and Simic. Likely that the Return to Ravnica packs had a similar write-up for those guys, for the guilds that would appear in that block. So here, definitely looks like we have Orzhov. I didn't notice it until right then. So we have a Shielded Passage and lands throughout here. Syndic of Tithes, Gutter Skulk, Kingpin's Pet. It's a flying 2/2 creature with Extort. Dutiful Thrall is a 1/1 with Regenerate, and I love it when a Regenerate cost is just 1 mana. It makes it usable. Otherwise, you're paying a lot to get someone back that just got killed and probably going to get killed again. Orzhov Guildgate, Angelic Edict, Beckon Apparition. This is a one white or black instant, and you can exile a target card from a graveyard and put a white black spirit token with flying onto the battlefield. So you can remove someone else's card from the game and get a 1/1 creature for 1/1 flying creature for 1. So a lot of value there from my point of view. Syndicate Enforcer. I know a lot of guys like this card. It's a 3/2 for 4 with Extort. and you get a Gift of Orzhova in here. And if you're going to get one of these packs, the battle pack, you're going to hopefully get an Orzhov, because they do have the most value, it seems like, because this is a nice card to get. Swamp Plains, Contaminated Ground, oops, and a Plane and the Smog Elemental, another good card here. But you only get two, I believe, two uncommons in here. I wasn't keeping track. That's your Orzhov, and I'll open the packs together because I'm not playing against anyone here. What you would normally do is shuffle in the cards from your pack into this and just play, but you wind up with a lot of junk that way, so, it's a quick game, just meant for two friends playing together. A little kitchen table action. Metropolis Sprites, and it looks like we have a Dimir deck here. Call of the Nightwing, that's your uncommon, or one of the uncommons. It's a sorcery card that puts a 1 blue and black horror creature token with flying onto the battlefield with Cipher for 4. So a little expensive, but obviously you do get to Cipher it, and it's not terribly fast, but probably play it. Well, you're going to play it if you're playing a battle pack. Horror of the Dim, Death Cult Rogue, Hands of Binding, Death's Approach, Shadow Slice, Mortar Strider, good card there. Gridlock is your other uncommon, to tab X non-land permanents for X and blue. And your Dimir Guildgate, Shallow Allied Denizen, Island Swamp, and Sky Games. You see that name Denizen show up a lot in this block. I wonder what the meaning of that is. Probably like a, I don't know, maybe something like a dilettante like me, maybe. So we'll go right into this Magic the Gathering Gatecrash 15-card booster pack that came along with the battle pack. And Dutiful Thrall, so that can go right in your Orzhov. Cloudfin Raptor, it's a Simic card, but it's evolved, it doesn't cost anything green, so you can always put it in there. Predator's Rapport, we don't have any green cards here. Contaminated Ground. Enchantment. Mortar Strider, and I can go in either one, I guess, but Mortar Strider, Dimir. Shamble Shark for a green and the blue. With Flash, it's a 2/1. I can't really use it because of the green cost. Unless we got some kind of Guildgate in here. Guildscorn Ward, which you don't get automatically with your Gatecrash. It's only with Dragon's Maze. Guildscorn Ward, Razor Tip Whip. It's a 2 and tap 1 does damage. 1 damage to target opponent. That can go either one, but Clinging Anemones. That's a cool artwork there. 1/4 for 4. Defender Evolve. It's a wall. But again, you can put it in because it's no green cost. Furious Resistance. No red here. It's Copa Guildmage. Right into our Orzhov. Urban Evolution. Not going to play. Cinder Elemental. And your Mythic, actually, is a Borboramus Enraged. If you're not aware of the word, Borboramus is the noise your stomach makes when it growls. This is a 7/6 trample for 4 generic, 2 reds, 2 greens. It's a Gruul card, obviously. Legendary Cyclops. Whenever Borboramus Enraged deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top 3 cards of your library. Put all land cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Discard a land. This dude deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So great, gets your cards faster, and you can deal damage, so that's definitely playable. And then Swamp and a Night Token. So that's cool. I mean, not playable here, but cool. Other pack, and I know some guys don't like reading through all the comments, but hey, I got nothing better to do right now. I watched all the box openings today on other channels for all the Modern Masters. I probably watched about 8 boxes being opened, and it's a lot of fun. It makes me feel like I don't need to buy one, but I think I will. Krakenora, Hands of Binding, a Dimir card we can play. Massive Raid, Mugging. Kingpin's Pet, Orzhov card. I think there's one in there already. Syndicate Enforcer, again, same thing. Burst of Strength. Basilica Guards. So there's definitely something playable here. I wouldn't want to be Dimir right now. Spell Rupture. Simic Guildgate. So maybe, now that we've got some way to produce green mana, we can put something in here from this green pile. Frenzied Tilling. Destroy target land, search your library for a basic land card, and put that card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. So not only do you get a Stone Rain, you get something that brings, it's a search card, kind of like a fetch land, where you don't get a land, but you're sacrificing it, as part of the resolution here, you get it for 5. The Gruul and unplayable here. Skull Crack. It's an instant for 2 that you get to change the state of the game where players can't gain life this turn. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Skull Crack deals 3 damage to target player. Hold the Gates. Creatures you control get +0/+1 for each gate you control. And have Vigilance. I remember seeing this before and thinking, man, that's worded really weird. But the way it is that creatures you control with +0/+1 for each gate you control. So that's separate from the part that says, and have Vigilance. So you get that Vigilance as well for all your creatures. So they don't tap when they attack. Boris Reckoner again, and now that sounded like I was sighing like I don't like it. This is awesome. But this is actually the second time I've pulled a Boros Reckoner out of a battle pack, and I've only opened 2 battle packs. So that's really cool. And I've always had a suspicion that you get some better cards in these things just because they don't have the, the numbers and the quotas to fill on an actual booster box. And I just think they just pull stuff and make these better so people get more interested in the game. No real proof of that, but hey, 2 battle packs, 2 Boros Reckoners, which is arguably one of the most important cards in this set, if not the block. So he's a 3/3 for 3 of red or white, and honestly, I would just put him in the Orzhov deck because we've got white in there already, and you can play him. Whenever Boros Reckoner is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target creature or player. So right off the bat, he's awesome. If he's only 3/3, so you're not preventing or you're not redirecting, but you're not doling out that additional damage in a huge amount. But if you have something to pump him up, absolutely becomes important. And then with a key rune, not a key rune, but a charm, he becomes indestructible, and then that's just a bomb. And for 1 red or white, he gains first strike. So cool. And we've got a mountain, that'll go there. And tip card here. Still advertising Dragon's Maze. 10 guilds, 1 destination. There's part of that whole Dragon's Maze and Maze's End and everything that I don't really understand. I think it's part of the canon. Reading more about the guild and the story than I understand. But I think there was something to do with the pre-release with that too. So, well, cool. Thanks for watching. Sorry for getting a little long here, but I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have some more pack openings for you guys soon. Thanks a lot.